Who is Femi? When did you realise you wanted to be an entrepreneur and run your own business? How did you get your first customer? So how do you get your customers now? Welcome to the JOD Pod, a micro podcast where we interview CEOs, founders, entrepreneurs, authors and coaches. Today we are joined by Adam's Oluwafemi, the founder of the Animators Hub. Great to have you with us today, Femi.
Great to be here. Good afternoon. Yeah, it's afternoon right now.
So for those of us who don't know who you are, who is Femi?
Femi is a Nigerian, an engineering graduate, the only son of his parents. I have 4 sisters, and I create explainer videos for company adverts. I think that's basic, so that's all you need to know about me.
Fantastic.
And I'm also a voiceover artist, yes.
Voiceover artist as well. That's a pretty big deal. I'm a bit throaty today, so it's lovely to hear Femi's voice through the speakers. So you run your own business, the Animators Hub.
Yes, I do.
When did you first realise you wanted to be an entrepreneur and run your own business?
Well, before I started the Animators Hub, I dabbled into other businesses that did not really last, right? But 4 years back, I saw someone talk about animation, and it triggered something within me, and I felt that, okay, this I can do. And I love animation. I love watching anime, cartoons, and I was like, okay, I cannot be the best of the best. I may not be the best of the best. However, I can do something to help businesses out there. And I thought about, or I read more about explainer videos, and I decided to go into it.
That's fantastic. And how did you get your first customer?
Okay, someone sent me a message that a particular Instagram influencer is trying to promote businesses, and we were asked to showcase what we could do. So what I did was I created something for the influencer's brand. Right, I put different logo intros and the likes, transitions and everything. I put everything together. I was still at the beginning phase of my animation, right? Like I used templates to create something for him, and he really loved it. Even though I submitted it late, but he still posted it after the competition was over, and from there, different people started contacting me that they loved what I did and they would love to work with me.
That's fantastic.
That's it.
So you saw it. So the influencer had a competition to say, hey, we need some help, and you just went for it, even though you were right at the beginning of your journey.
Yes. He wanted to help every entrepreneur out there, so he asked them to post what they do in a form of video. So what I did was literally creating something for his own brand, and he loved it. The rest were just talking about their own business, but I did something that could help his own brand. I don't know. So that's it.
I think there's some interesting takeaways for people that are just starting their own business to think about with that, Femi. That's really cool. So how do you get your customers now?
I run Facebook ads to the Nigerian clients, to Nigerian businesses rather, and I also get clients through referrals. Those that I have worked with in the past tend to refer other people to me that this dude can do this thing, so work with him, and that's it.
Fantastic. So what's the big thing that you're working on at the moment? The
Otumba Adams Show. I have a YouTube program I run every week, twice every week. For now, I feel there's this gap between young entrepreneurs in Nigeria, and most of them do not really have the knowledge as to how to become an entrepreneur and certain things that they need to know. The mistakes I made while coming up, I do not want them to make it. So I created a show where I talk about entrepreneurship, business, and I bring in other business owners also, and I interview them and ask them how their own journey has been so far.
That's
something similar to what you're doing right now.
That's fantastic. And what's that show called?
The Otumba Adams Show.
Awesome. We'll definitely link to that in the show notes. What do you think is your ideal customer for what you're doing with the Animators Hub? Who do you think would be the ideal person that would need your services?
Literally every business that would like to tell their own story, because I believe that every business has a story to tell, and It only takes someone who is good enough to put words together and then create an animation out of it to draw the attention of their potential clients to them. So any business out there, well, not really the top businesses because I'm not that good yet, but I can still cater for a lot of businesses out there.
I think you're doing yourself a disservice there, Femi. I've seen some of the videos that you've put together. I think they're fantastic. What do you think?
Thank you.
I'm just thinking of a business that doesn't have an explainer video, and what problem are they encountering right now that would make it a no-brainer for them to get in contact with you?
All right. One of the things that explainer videos do is create awareness for people's business, right? It's easier for one to watch a video as compared to reading a text or getting all the message from an image, right? So an explainer video within 60 seconds, 30 seconds can break down everything a business does and explain to the potential client that this is what we're about and this is how we can help you become better or solve your own problem. So that is why I feel every business, whether they accept it or not, they need an explainer video.
I think that's really well put. I think I might need to talk to you, Femi, about what we're doing at 1 Hour Content. We'll talk to you about that later.
Okay, no problem.
Femi, you ready for some quick fire questions?
No problem, I'm ready.
Awesome. What's your favourite app or SaaS product that you use every day, like Notion, Trello, or Canva?
Canva.
That's your answer, Canva. Why do you like Canva so much?
So that is what I use most times to design my flyers and my thumbnail for my YouTube program. So I use that the most.
Fantastic. And what's your most recommended book?
Business book or just general book?
Oh,
Let's start from
bring them both on.
Okay. My mom was a librarian while growing up, so I grew up reading books, right? So when it comes to general novels, I love Sidney Sheldon, Tell Me Your Dreams, John Grisham, The Street Lawyer. Then for business, Will It Fly by Pat Flynn.
I've got Will It Fly by Pat Flynn sitting in my library next door, but I've not read it. Why do you like that so much?
Well, a lot of the time, people, probably like from the part of the world I am from, right? People tend to go into business for the money. They do not really ask the right questions why they are going into business. Pat Flynn's book breaks everything down and then asks you certain questions that in the next 5 years, if you look back, you'll be able to feel like, yes, I am on the right path. Not just that, like, maybe you entered into the business and then within 1-2 years you back out because what you were expecting to get, you did not get out of it. So it's like a roadmap to starting a business, and even after you've started, you can keep on track, right? And you know that, like, okay, I am on course. I am not just into the business for the money. There's purpose, there's passion, and there are lives I am trying to help. And that's why I love the book.
That's one hell of a recommendation. We'll write that down so you can put it on their Amazon review. I think that'd be great.
Okay.
Who's your favourite YouTuber or podcaster at the moment?
Let's see. Okay. At the moment, I think I watch more of Noah Kagan on YouTube. At the moment.
And podcaster?
I don't listen to podcasts often. I am trying to enter into that
Except
world.
this one that's just about to be released, yeah? Except this new one that's coming out.
I would definitely stay tuned to yours. Like, I would always come around to listen to your podcast. I promise you that.
Oh, fantastic. And who do you think is going to be the next Elon Musk?
Okay, there are a lot of potential businesses out there, right? As much as I would want to say that, like, it's going to be this person or that person, some businesses would crash in the next few years. As much as they look promising, it does not mean that they would actually be the next Elon Musk. However, okay, let me use a company in Nigeria that I have studied for a while, Flutterwave. Flutterwave is owned by two Nigerians, and they're into providing them payment solution for Nigerian businesses, and they have begun to cut across other African countries, and they are really, really doing exceptionally well right now.
Awesome. And that's so is that?
And I think there's an information about them that they are worth about $1 billion right now. So in the next few years, they may actually like grow bigger than that. I don't know.
Fantastic. And that's Photowave, is it?
Flutterwave, Flutterwave. Flutterwave.
Awesome. We'll link to them in the show notes. It'd be interesting to see how they go over the next few years.
Right.
And where's the best place for people to find out more about you, Femi, online?
Personally, my Facebook page.
Awesome. We can link to that.
Adam Oluwafemi on Facebook, and my business page is theanimatorshub.com.
Fantastic. So if you want
www.theanimators.
Excellent. So if you want a explainer video done, head to theanimatorshub.com. That's brilliant. Femi, thank you.
Yes.
There we have it. Femi is the founder of the Animators Hub, where he helps businesses gain more visibility, creating engaging explainer videos. He managed to get his first customer by entering an Instagram competition and developing some brand assets for an influencer. His favourite app is Canva, which he uses for most of his design work. And his most recommended book, novel is Tell Me Your Dream. That's the right name, Femi?
Yeah, Tell Me Your Dream by Sidney Sheldon.
And Will It Fly is his favourite business book by Pat Flynn. He loves watching Noah Kagan on YouTube at the moment. He thinks we should be keeping an eye on Flutterwave, a payment solution company based out of Nigeria. And you can find out more about Femi and the Animators Hub by heading to Instagram and following @the_Animators Hub, or going to Femi's website, theanimatorshub.com. Femi, thanks for joining us today on the JOD Pod.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for joining us for today's interview on the JOD Pod. To ensure you don't miss out on any of these interviews, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, bang that bell, and if you've got any questions for me or Femi, leave them in the comment below and we'll be sure to get back to you on each and every single one of them. It helps out the video, it helps out Femi, and it just brings a little bit of love and joy into the world. So go build something today, inspire the next generation, just like what Femi's doing in Nigeria. If you enjoyed this interview, why don't you check out some of these other interviews that we've done on the JOD Pod. More inspirational CEOs, coaches, entrepreneurs, founders, and authors. I'm sure there's something here that will inspire you to build something new.